What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Sun Life,
And Calera.
and we are in the absolute geographical center of Alabama, south of Birmingham, Calera. We're right in front of the Tin Top Barbecue, and we're going to head north into Calera, which is, again, the absolute geographical center of Alabama. If you look Alabama, you just look right in the center of it, between Birmingham and Alabama. Birmingham, Montgomery, that's where we are now.
Yeah.
Geographical center. You can go on this end.
Yeah.
We're going to drive through a beautiful little town, which is in the southern outskirts of Birmingham. A lot of people are moving to the Birmingham area, and they want to know what the best parts of Birmingham are. Well, on this video, I want you to understand that there's a lot of suburbs around Birmingham, and there's good ones. There's Chelsea. Calera is pretty good. Pelham is pretty good. Montevideo, Alabaster, Helena. One of my favorites is Chelsea, though. Anything Lake Purdy's pretty nice. Anything on the south side of Birmingham.
What's the speed limit?
Probably like 65. If somebody's behind you, just drive. 55 to 65. 47 is too slow.
Okay.
So we're going to drive into this small little town, which is the southernmost suburb of Birmingham. From here down, it's just all rural. So this is the first little town you hit when you're heading north into Birmingham. And Birmingham can have some really crappy traffic. So the further out you live, the more complicated your life is, basically.
Yeah.
But then the closer you are to the city, the more crime you have. And there's like this wall, this invisible line between Homewood and Birmingham separates. On one side of the hill, on the south side, is the richest places you'll ever see. And on the north side, are some of the poorest places you'll ever see. Very high crime rates. It's a very odd area. How quickly that there's an invisible line right through the middle of Birmingham. Anything north of that line, it's very poor. Anything south of that line, it's fairly some of the richest areas in the south. Very odd contrast. Space. Doesn't seem like, you know, someone screaming at you to run right through them. Speed up, man. You got a bunch of like 100 cars piled up behind you.
I know.
This is why I get hit. I understand why you do these things. Now, every car is different. In this car, you can see, well, I guess I can zoom out a little bit further. There we go. You can see the little radar sensor thingy. At least it's not a dash crack like on the Yukon. I'd rather have a radar on the dash reflecting back onto the windshield.
Yesterday I had this perfect. Now I can't figure out what happened today.
That's how you mow a lawn right there.
No, with like the steering wheel and stuff.
So this will take us right to 65. You know, we'll get on 65 from the north once we go through this town. This area's got a small Hispanic population. It's somewhat diverse for being there. There's the Welcome to Calera sign. They had a tornado rip right through here not too long ago. Well, about a year ago? Something like that.
What's the place I'm thinking of that has a Starbucks?
Oh, about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
No idea.
We used to come up this way and get Starbucks.
Right, yeah, it's a little bit further north. Pelham?
I'm not quite there.
Alabaster.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
Alabaster.
Why are you being this way, Jose?
Which way am I being? I don't understand what you're talking about. Give the guy some space, man. Don't breathe down his throat. So welcome to Calera, one of the southernmost suburbs of Birmingham, Alabama. Traffic is now coming out of Birmingham, and we're heading into Birmingham, so we might get a lot of a break there. But to be honest, traffic through Birmingham is a nightmare. There's times where traffic, especially now that everybody's going to the Florida beaches, so you got traffic from, I mean, it's 98 degrees today. There's people desperate to get out of Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, and get down to Florida beaches for the weekend. So traffic is just unfreaking bearable. It's bad, man. It's a bad man. It's a real bad man in the traffic jam. And a real bad man and a real bad traffic. And a real bad. I love how you're stuck behind this ugly truck. What are you doing? Don't pick your butt while driving.
Ew. What's wrong with you? No, I'm just fixing the seat.
A real bad man, a real bad driver. Calera. It's a small town. It's not big. And it's right on the outskirts of Birmingham, metropolitan area. Some people don't seem to understand what the crap a metropolitan area is. Explain it to you, but if you don't really know, if you're an adult and you don't know what a metropolitan area is by now, I don't think I can help you.
It's like people in Prattville didn't think they were in the Montgomery metro area.
We're not in Montgomery. No, where the crap are you, buddy? Traffic on this road really sucks. East to west here is pretty crappy. You've been stuck out here. You go left is Montebello. This area has a small Hispanic population.
And very small.
Like 15%.
Yeah.
In some pockets.
Which is a lot for Alabama.
Yeah, all these stores are Spanish. There's Mama Coco. There's a Mexican restaurant there. There's a few Son of a Junk Man. There's a few little
a taco truck.
Yeah, there's some Latin stuff. And they're starting to get growing in Homewood and Homewood and Hoover, getting a growing Latin population. Not enough to make a difference here. And either way, just because they're here doesn't mean they're living it easy. It is hard being Spanish here. You get a lot of oppression, man. People really stack the odds against you. Some people will help you though too. I mean, the thing is, like, there's a lot of good people that help you.
But there's also
ones that hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough. That does not mean that there are not people here wanting to help you. There's a lot of people here that helped us.
There's some really, really nice people here. Haven't heard from them, but yeah.
I've never met them, but they're out here.
No, haven't heard from them.
Yeah. Taqueria El Gavilán. There's good Mexican food up here. In fact, we used to come up to a Mexican place in Montebello called Montevallo, which next town over. I think it was called Zapopan, Mexican restaurant. Zapopan is a city in, I think, Guadalajara, which is in the state of... Guadalajara is the city. Guadalajara, what's the state?
Multipan?
That's not a state. Yeah, there's a lot of Mexican little places here and there. Yeah, there's a few.
I saw the Matamoros or something like that.
Yeah. So you're going north. You're going to go north when you get to 65.
Okay.
We'll take 31 through Palo.
65 going north is gorgeous.
Yeah, we'll drive through Birmingham. I don't know if we should get out into Birmingham City or just do a drive through Birmingham.
We've done so much of Birmingham.
Just drive through?
Yeah.
Well, but it's made us money.
It has. And I know people are going to be really surprised for these videos this month.
Yeah, they're not expecting it. We're totally going to catch them off guard.
You're always going to have one guy in the room saying, I knew it, you were going there.
There's a 10-minute slowdown. Wow, it's going to take 50 minutes to get to Birmingham right now.
Yep.
That's unreal. And actually, 65 already has an accident, so...
Yeah. That's why I was saying 31. 31, bypass it, and then
This is 7-minute slowdown, so just keep going 31.
yeah.
And then we'll get back on 31 further up ahead. Wow, nice truck. Yeah, there's a slowdown. Why don't we do Columbiana and Chelsea then? Want to do it that way?
Sure.
Yeah, just keep going straight. You can do Columbiana and Chelsea. And that way, because there's no getting through Birmingham right now.
Wow, I forget how awesome it is.
Yeah, there's a 10-minute slowdown and a 7-minute slowdown. So just keep going. So what you're gonna do? Yeah, Birmingham traffic this time of day is unbearable.
Just keep going down on 65.
Yeah. And as soon as you pass the first business center, about 2 blocks away, when you pass the Publix, there's Highway 70. Take a right on 70. We'll go to Columbiana. Then we'll come to Columbiana. You can do Schillersburg,
Yeah.
Talladega, Anderson, Gadsden.
They've actually been wanting us to go there.
Go to those places because Birmingham looks like it's gonna be an endless traffic jam.
Yeah.
So 70's up ahead. When you
Yeah.
cross the Publix, you'll take a right.
Okay.
Let's go to Columbiana. We can do Columbiana to Chelsea.
Yeah.
And then Chelsea to Lake Purdy, but that area is so bad with traffic.
Why do you lean this thing back so much?
See? Because I'm a G, dog. That's how G's drive. It take 2 hours to get to Gadsden.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Get there about 7:30.
I want to do Birmingham, but I'm gonna be stuck in a 1-hour traffic jam on 65. I guess we could come up 280. But that's even worse.
Yeah.
I really know. We might just have to get on 65 and do it, man.
Yeah.
We'll keep going straight.
Yeah. And there'll be an opportunity.
Yeah. And just keep going straight. Just stay on 31.
Yeah.
Forget about going to Columbiana. But once we're there, then we have to jump over to Schillersburg.
Childersburg is where they had the wrapping principle.
Take 30 minutes. Yeah, it's a clear shot to there though. I think we take 31. Down 31. Because that'll bring us near Talladega. Schillersburg, Anderson, Gadsden, Albertville, Gunter's, we can go that route. Tough car to make.
No, this is comfort. I don't feel like I'm laying down while driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know which route we should take, man. But Birmingham never fails is a thing.
Yeah.
I think a Birmingham traffic video. Let's do it. Let's go 731.
Yeah.
And then we'll get back on 65. And we'll do like a traffic jam drive. They actually do pretty well.
Yeah.
Not sure why people watch that, but they do, believe it or not.
I don't even know where we're
They actually do really well.
They do.
Yeah. And then we'll do the real streets of Birmingham. What sucks about Birmingham is that there's no street. You gotta keep going straight. What are you doing?
Yeah. I have to get over to keep going.
I gotta get down to keep down.
What?
That's what you sound like. You sound like a hick.
No, look in front of you.
What? I don't get it. I don't get what?
The license plate.
What about it? I can't read it.
ANAL.
Oh!
US. NAL.
Oh, okay. When we stop at a light, we'll post on and see it.
Yeah.
Now, Calera has a lot of gated little communities, and they are very diverse. For being in Alabama, that's great. Now, diversity doesn't equal equality in any, or even friendliness between people. But for being Alabama, it's not bad. What's this guy doing? He's blocking the road. 100 miles But you know, Calera is not bad. Alabama is a horrible place for those type of things. But Calera is not on the bad end. It's on the better end. I don't know how good the better end of Alabama gets with those issues, but it's not the worst. I wouldn't recommend moving to Alabama, but if you had to end up in Alabama, in the Birmingham area, I'd say Calera would be okay. Pelham, Hoover, Vestavia Hills, Homewood if you can afford it, and Chelsea's gorgeous. Chelsea's really great. So good restaurants, good things to do. Crap, I would almost say Birmingham's got, other than the variety issues, it's got some variety issues, but I wouldn't say it's got more restaurants than Fort Myers right now.
Yeah.
Other than the variety issues where it's kind of a lot of Latin food.
Yeah.
And Mexicans, not Latin. There's always somebody tapping. Like, we have 50 Mexican restaurants. They all taste exactly the same.
They're all
You don't
owned
even
by
know.
the same person.
Right, you don't even know what Mexican food is. And shut up. We're not in Alabama now. There it is, y'all.